It seems like Grant Williams just cannot escape the hate as yet again someone else, but this time someone in the Boston Celtics circle had a lot to say about Grant Williams as far as how he was as a teammate in the locker room and all types of stuff, just alluding to him being an annoying player. So we're going to break down that article as well as go over what some people are saying in support of Grant Williams, saying that he's actually a great teammate. And we're also going to break down some more love that Kyrie Irving is getting after yesterday's stellar performance against the Denver Nuggets. How's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get into today's video, 72.4% of you guys watching are not subscribed. That number is slowly going down each and every day. But if you're enjoying the videos, back-to-back vids that we're dropping here, the live streams, all the content, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But like I said in the intro, we're talking about Grant Williams, and it seems like the rumors just keep flooding every week, it feels like, and we got a report on it because this time it's coming from someone in the Boston Celtics circle. Hall of Fame Boston Celtics broadcaster Mike Gorman is not the sort of person one typically catches strays from if you're an NBA player. But the soon-to-retired commentator was asked about the general perception of former Celtics reserve forward Grant Williams after a story told by Dallas Mavericks executive and fellow Boston alum Michael Finley painted the Tennessee alum in an unflattering light. Gorman related how Williams could sometimes rub teammates the wrong way with his vocal nature and hinted he might be seen as a bad locker room guy if this reputation continues to follow him around. But not everyone saw eye to eye with the Celtics' voice take on Williams, including star Boston forward Jason Tatum, who praised Williams as a good teammate on social media in response to the furor Gorman's take kicked off. And first of all, shout out to Jason Tatum. I mean, I think that's what a good teammate should do. And off the top of my head, I think he's the only player who's been public about Grant Williams in support of Grant Williams. I feel like the only people that have had anything negative to say about Grant Williams were reporters, a commentator, and our own assistant GM, which doesn't say that it's not true. If they're vocal about it, and it seems to be the consensus, it might be true, but it's good to see that there are players to speak up for Grant Williams. And I read the entire article. Grant Williams goes on to say that he still talks to those guys in Boston. He mentions Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Sam Hauser, Al Horford, a lot of those guys. He's still very close to those guys there. Obviously, his time in Boston meant a lot to him, and it's good to see that he's found his spot in Charlotte. But it doesn't stop there. Even Jaylen Brown, added Williams, alluding to rumors that the Georgia native butted heads with Williams while he was in Boston. Jaylen and I talk, and that's one of those things that, like, it's funny when you hear things like that, when guys don't really know what's really going on. But hey, you can't really talk much about it. I know I've always tried to treat those guys in Boston with respect, especially the commentating staff, so it surprised me that Gorman said that. But maybe that's his true opinion, qualified Williams. And like I said, Jaylen Brown is a person that he name-dropped himself, that he talks to maybe on a daily basis, maybe here and there. But there were rumors that him and Jaylen Brown were just butting heads and did not get along. And like I said, Jason Tatum being vocal about it definitely does help Grant Williams. And as a Mavericks fan, thank you for wanting to be here and try your best and just ball out for us. If it didn't work, it didn't work. I have nothing bad to say about Grant Williams. I wish him all the best of luck in Charlotte. I think it's, at this point, I think people are just dragging it. I don't think it's necessary to continue to pile on Grant Williams and just keep talking about, honestly, the same thing. It's right now, it's just everybody's just reiterating everything. He's annoying. He's a yapper. He's a bad teammate in the locker room, which a lot of that could just be your own personal view. That doesn't mean it's the general perception of Grant Williams, right? But like I said, Jason Tatum had to go to Twitter to say that Grant Williams equals great teammate. And that's just something that you love to see, because especially as someone, a fan of the Dallas Mavericks like we are, if somebody was going on a weird tour of just bad-mouthing Kyrie Irving, we would love to see someone like Luka Doncic to speak up for his teammate, or maybe even Kevin Durant, an ex-teammate, speak up for Kyrie. And as Mavericks fans and fans of Kyrie, we know all too well what it's like when the media, when players, staff, when everybody, it feels like the entire NBA world is against you and just saying anything about you to discredit you and what you stand for. So shout out to Grant Williams. I hope you continue to find success in Charlotte, but the Dallas Mavericks, we got our own agenda. We're not worried about being in the lottery like the Charlotte Hornets. We're in the playoff picture, baby. And yesterday afternoon was just an extraordinary performance from the Dallas Mavericks. And by no means was it a perfect game for us. By no means were we firing on all cylinders. We were just hitting all of our shots. We were just taking the Denver Nuggets to the basket and just an extreme blowout. Nothing like that happened. But what did happen was great defense from start to finish, some shaky offense in the beginning, but we sealed the deal. But the man the man who brought it all together. First, give props to Luka Doncic for hitting a clutch catch-and-shoot deep three to tie the game. But all props go to Kyrie Irving for a wild, long hook shot left-handed over Nikola Jokic with 2.8 seconds left in the ball game to seal the deal, to ice the game, to get us that dub. But not only are Mavericks fans excited, elated, and just out of this world happy for Kyrie Irving, but the NBA world, the basketball world, is also celebrating Kyrie Irving, and that's what we need to talk about now. Because the legend himself, Irvin Magic Johnson, went to Twitter to say, I want to put the Western Conference on notice. The Dallas Mavericks, coached under Hall of Fame Jason Kidd, are a different team with new additions of Washington, Lively, and Gafford. Watch out for them in the playoffs, and I think that's high praise. Say what you want about Magic Johnson. He's a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest point guards of all time. You can make that case. I think he is. And for him to go to Twitter, to make that tweet, that just shows you that all eyes are on Dallas. Now, yeah, you could say they're really just watching for the Denver Nuggets because they're the better team. Number one in the West. They just won a championship, but sure. They still had to come through us, and they failed yesterday afternoon. They saw the Dallas Mavericks. They saw Ramadan Kyrie, who hadn't had a drop of water or food that entire day. And Kyrie was still able to give them buckets and to hit a crazy game-winning shot. For the NBA world to finally put some respect on Kyrie and Luka and the Dallas Mavericks organization is something that fans that I know we have been just waiting for, but it doesn't stop there. As Spencer Dinwiddie also called Kyrie's shot one of the hardest game winners of all time. And I think that's very true. To hit that hook shot from that far away, I mean, from certain angles, it looked like he was right at the free throw line, where some angles looked like he might have been closer to the three-point line, but still inside. Remarkable. Kyrie's all of 6'2", 6'3", shooting a left-handed off-balance hook shot over Nikola Jokic too. I can't say it enough. Just how remarkable that shot was. To see it in real time was amazing. I wish I was actually at the game, but I enjoy going live to give you my live reaction to it, but it was just phenomenal. So shout out to Kyrie, shout out to everybody showing him love, but it doesn't stop there. Today on First Take, Stephen A. Smith had this to say. He said, I'm going to go with Kyrie. When he was asked, who do you think is a better duo, Kyrie and Luka or Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray? And Stephen A. Smith said, I'm going to go with Kyrie and Luka. The scariest. I didn't say better. I know Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray are better. When those two get rolling, you can't stop them. There's no answer for them. And I think that's absolutely right. We've seen Luka Doncic shoot the lights out. I mean, he just came back from a hamstring soreness, whatever type of injury that was, if you want to be technical about it. But he came back and dropped 37 points on his first game back. All Luka needed was a few days off. My man's got mad PTO saved up. He said, I got to cash in some of these for the end of the season. Let me take some time off, come back, and resume business as usual. And meanwhile, we already know what to expect from Kyrie Irving. We know that he has that it factor, that dog in him, that takeover, that clutch gene, whatever you want to call it. We know what Kyrie Irving is capable of. But to see him do this during Ramadan, hasn't eaten, hasn't had a drop of water all day from sun up, he was going. Being able to play at that level, to play good defense, because again, Kyrie's playing great defense, but to bring it all together is just remarkable, and it's just crazy. But it doesn't stop there, because Kyrie Irving's jaw-dropping southpaw buzzer beater was the second longest hook shot in the NBA this season, the longest per the NBA's play-by-play data. An Irving alley-oop pass that accidentally banked in the bucket. So it looks like Kyrie is just responsible for all the crazy hook shots this season and probably across NBA history. Who would have thought that a little 6'2", 6'3" Kyrie Irving could just be capable of this remarkable talent and all these crazy feats? They're calling him one of the best or the most skilled players in NBA history. Do you guys agree? I think he's got a case. But thank you guys for making this far to the video. That's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing we do. And if you want to enter our giveaway, we're doing a free jersey giveaway where all you got to do is become a channel member. You can be a part of any tier of the channel. And when you do, you enter yourself into our giveaway of a free jersey that we will be announcing the winner at the beginning of next month. Check out our Twitter and our Discord in the links in the description below. Check us out there. And until next time, y'all take care. Peace.